Alright everyone, welcome back guys. This is our first Nuzlocke ever. It's actually the first Nuzlocke I ever started. We are going to be playing Pokemon Crystal version in a hardcore Nuzlocke. What that means, I'm going to explain relatively soon. But first I want to say this is my first ever Nuzlocke challenge that I'm doing. I have never done a Nuzlocke before in my goddamn life. There you go. Okay. Sorry. Needed to do that real quick. But yeah, I've never done a Nuzlocke. I started some Nuzlockes in the past. But I've never really done one, you know, like I've never really started a Nuzlocke fully to do it. I've always kind of lost interest after a bit, and I don't know, with these kinds of challenge runs, I always find it a waste if I'm not recording something or I'm streaming it. So yeah, this is my first ever Nuzlocke, but I'm super confident in my Pokemon know-how that I can actually do a hardcore Nuzlocke instead of a regular one. So we're going to do a hardcore Nuzlocke. I'm going to explain the rules in a bit to this hardcore Nuzlocke. There's a few rules that I want to go into because there's a few controversial ones in there. But that's okay, you know. But yeah, this puts Pokemon knowledge to a test of skill, I have to say. A lot of hardcore Nuzlockers are really people I look up to. Because I've been watching their videos for a long time and they know so much about what to do. Like, they do routing really well, where they get certain Pokemon and then they know what to do, know which move to use, know how to abuse the AI to a certain degree to pivot away or whatever, and it's super entertaining. And yeah, this is going to be my first ever Nuzlocke challenge, and I'm super hyped about it, honestly. I had to set up a lot. It wasn't easy to do so, but yeah, now that I've set up, I'm super grateful for you guys to join, if you want to join. But yeah, let me quickly, by the way, the rules are in the description of the video if you ever feel like you want to read them yourself, or you want something clarified. It's always in the description of the video. So yeah, let's go over the rules for a Nuzlocke. The first rules are normal Nuzlocke rules. So the normal Nuzlocke rules are: any Pokemon that faints must be released or boxed permanently. It's considered dead for the rest of the challenge. I think most people make it a box because it's easier to just box it. But yeah, any Pokemon, if it faints, it is considered dead for the rest of the challenge. You are not allowed to use it anymore. It is in a box that is called Graveyard or something, and then you're never allowed to touch it again and use it. Only the first Pokemon encountered in a route or area can be caught. If the player fails to catch it, that means it flees or faints. Their opportunity to catch a Pokemon in that area is lost. Regular Nuzlocke rules: you're only allowed one encounter per area. Obviously, to make the pool of your Pokemon smaller that you get, actually. So yeah, only the first wild Pokemon that we encounter can be caught. If we fail to catch it, our opportunity is lost and we have to move on without it. Easy enough, right? The player must nickname all Pokemon they catch or obtain. Easy, simple. Then we have two exceptions to the catching rule, which is the shiny clause. A lot of people use shiny and dupes clause, which I agree with. Any shiny Pokemon that we find is allowed to be used, and is allowed to be caught and used as a regular Pokemon, except for Red Gyarados. Because Red Gyarados is a shiny, and I don't want to use it. I'm allowed to catch it, but I am not going to use it, because it's kind of a mandatory shiny Pokemon, you know? And Gyarados in most Nuzlocks is kind of broken, so I don't know. I'll see if I even use one. But I don't want the Red Gyarados, by the way. So yeah. Then we have Duplicates clause. If the encounter on your route, like the first Pokemon you encounter on the route, is a duplicate of what you already have, or a evolution of what you already have. For example, if you encounter Raticates and if you already have a Rattata, for example, and you encounter in the wild as your first encounter Raticate, that also counts as the dupes clause, right? So if the encounter on the route is a duplicate of the already caught Pokemon or its evolutions, you may re-roll your encounter on the route until it's a new Pokemon. This is basically there to diversify your encounters, because a lot of routes share a lot of very common Pokemon. So you would have like 10 Pidgeys by the end of the run, right? That's to prevent that from happening. So yeah, we can reroll our encounter if we already have a set Pokemon. Then we come to the additional rules, which there are quite a lot, I have to say. So yeah, let's get over them. The player may not level any of the Pokemon. Sorry, I'm a little nervous today. I don't know what it is. So yeah, the player may not use any items in battle. Pokemon may hold items, so we are able to give hold items, but we are not allowed to use any items from the back except Pokeballs, obviously. Simple enough, right? Items in Pokemon are generally seen as very overpowered in terms of their combat strength. So removing them is a big part of it. Outside of battle, we're allowed to use them and heal up our Pokemon willy-nilly as we want to, but inside of battle, no. Next hardcore rule: the player may not level any of the Pokemon past the level of the next boss trainer's highest level. That's usually the gym leader, except on the Elite Four, it's Lance, the champion. So that gives us a maximum level. Fuck. What is going on with my internet today? Okay, I hope we are back. Okay. But yeah, that gives us the highest level cap for the Johto region is level 50. The highest level cap is in the game is red, which is 81, right? So yeah, we may not level any of our Pokemon past the next level's boss trainer upon starting the battle. Obviously, when we are in the battle, we are allowed to be over leveled, because you know, if we defeat a Pokemon from a boss trainer, it might happen that our Pokemon level gets 1 level. So that's allowed in combat, but not outside, you know. Rule number 8, which is obvious, we are going to use set mode instead of turn mode. Simple, just because it makes it harder. Hi, Kiza. Should I go over the rules again real quickly? Because we've already started reading out the rules. But yeah, we're going to play on set mode the entire time. Then there's a few additional rules that I added, which make the game a little bit more challenging for me personally. So once we enter a gym, we're not allowed to leave it until we defeat the gym leader. That's a additional rule that I added. So we have to beat the gym leader within the Pokemon we have. If you are ever curious, you could always look into the description of the video, of the live stream. You know. So yeah, once we enter gym, we are not allowed to leave. Completionist clause, every optional trainer must be battled before challenging the next gym. This forces me to battle every optional trainer, obviously, on every route. Because I think a lot of Nuzlockers don't battle optional trainers a lot. Because they run into risk of losing Pokemon to some really stupid bullshit that an optional trainer has. And they kind of try to avoid most trainers. So I put it in here. And then a few fun rules that we have at the end. Starter choice is randomized. So we are going to randomize the starter choice. It's based on the last digit of a trainer ID. The trainer ID we get is completely random. And so the starter we get is completely randomized. So for numbers 1 through 3, we get a grass starter. For numbers 4 through 6, water. For 7 through 9, fire. And if the last digit of a trainer ID is the 0, we get to choose. Then I added the rare candy clause, which I will add to every playthrough of Pokemon we're going to do. I will hack into the game as many rare candies as I want to. I've seen that happen, that people shy away from this clause. There's some ultras to this clause where they say that destroys the whole challenge, which I disagree with. The rare candies thing just makes it easier. This challenge is supposed to be a test of your Pokemon knowledge and of skill, and not a test of how much you grind. So we're going to add a lot of rare candies to just willy-nilly upgrade our Pokemon whenever we want to, you know. But yeah, it's about party building, it's about strategy, and not about how much you can grind before a trainer. Because I've seen it a lot with Nuzlockers, and I think most hardcore Nuzlockers agree that it's a good thing to have rare candies. Because I've seen it with a lot of Nuzlockers where they spend a lot of time grinding out in the field. Every playthrough, they keep grinding and grinding and grinding to get their Pokemon up to the next gym leader. And it's not fun. That's not a fun part for me, honestly. So yeah, the last rule is trade evolutions are removed and replaced with other evolution methods. I did that beforehand. I hate trade evolutions because they lock me out of certain Pokemon that I really, really like and enjoy. But I can't get them because I can't trade. So I removed trade evolutions beforehand through a randomizer. So yeah, that's about it. You know? Okay. So yeah, general Nuzlocke rules. Basically, any Pokemon that faints must be released or boxed and is considered dead. Only the first Pokemon encountered on a route may be caught. Unless it's a duplicate of a Pokemon you already caught, then you are allowed to re-roll. Shiny Pokemon are allowed to be caught. We must nickname all Pokemon. The player, we may not use items in battle, and we may not level past the highest level Pokemon for the gym leader. So yeah, that is the rules in general. It's actually a lot of rules, but you'll see that we get through the game without having to look at the rules all the time. You know. I'm also using a secondary tool to track my Nuzlocke progress. There's a really cool tool on this webpage called Nuzlocke.app, and it actually has all of the versions of the game, and it loads quickly set this up. And this tool has all of the Nuzlocke recommendations ahead of you. So you just need to plug in your data into this tool all the time. And then you're golden, you know? Like, it tracks your Nuzlocke progress. Can also give you recommendations if you want to. But yeah, we're going to use this tool as we move along. It has all of the routes there. And all of your possible encounters and stuff. So yeah. It's a really good tool. And it also shows you the level caps for each gym leader. For example, the first gym, Falkner, has a level cap of level 9. That's going to be really important once we get to Falkner, you know. So yeah, our first level cap is level 9. We are not allowed to level past level 9. Okay, I've talked way too much about the rules. Why don't we... real quick. Move over to the game. There's a lot to keep track of. Bear with me for a while. Because this new overlay I had to make. I had to make this new overlay. Can I? Oh fuck. Wait a second. There we go. Can I boot this up again? I don't know. But yeah, here we are. Yeah. It actually looks pretty good. I'm using a new tool, by the way. Well, it's not a new tool. I think most Pokemon Nuzlockers know this tool already. But yeah, every time I need to change something. But yeah, most Nuzlockers use this tool already, which is called PokeLink, which updates your data from your emulator onto a stream setup. So yeah, once we catch Pokemon, once we evolve Pokemon, once we battle with Pokemon, all of the data should be automatically updated onto my overlay for Pokemon partners. So yeah, hopefully. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I'm definitely a boy. What? You woke me up? Will you check the clock for me? It is 6 p.m. 6 p.m. 6 p.m. and 24 minutes. Yes. Night 6:42. No wonder it's so dark. Hello, sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. I don't know how much I'm going to read the text. Probably a little bit less than most other games, honestly. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Prof. This world is inhabited by creatures that we call Pokemon. People and Pokemon live together by supporting each other. Some people play with Pokemon, some battle with them. But we don't know everything about Pokemon yet. There are still many mysteries to solve. That's why I study Pokemon every day. Now, what did you say your name was? I'm going to keep the naming convention as uppercase for this game. Because in the old Pokemon games, like, every name was just straight uppercase. Nara, are you ready? Your very own Pokemon story is about to unfold. You'll face fun times and tough challenges. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. I'll be seeing you later. There we are. Okay, it feels weird playing this on an emulator with controller, but I'll get used to it. I think I have a speed up. Oh yeah, I have a speed up. Okay, if I want to, I have a speed up function. Hi, Mom. Oh, Nara, our neighbor, Professor Elmo's looking for you. He said he wanted you to do something for him. Oh, I almost forgot. Your Pokemon gear is back from the repair shop. Here you go. Thanks. Oh yeah, what day is it? It is Tuesday, actually. Yes, it is daylight savings time. Yes, I'll know how to use the phone, Mom. Please. But yeah, Pokemon games are relatively slow in the beginning. Always. But yeah, this is more of a challenge run. We already know the game. Most people know. But yeah. There you are. I needed to ask you a favor. In conducting new Pokemon research... I'm conducting new Pokemon research right now. I was wondering if you could help me with it, Nara. You see, I'm writing a paper that I want to present at a conference. But there are some things I don't quite understand yet. So, it's actually pretty hard reading the text for me. Because my game is quite stretched. You don't realize it on your end. But it was the only way I could make it work. But my image of the game is stretched to high heaven. I'd like you to raise a Pokemon that I recently caught. Sure. Thanks, Nara. You're a great help. When I announce my findings, I'm sure we'll delve deeper into the many mysteries of my Pokemon. Are you going to mention me? You can count on it. Oh hey, I got an email. Okay. Hey, listen. I have an acquaintance called Mr. Pokemon. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discoveries. Anyway, I just got an email from him saying that this time it's real. It is intriguing, but we're busy with the Pokemon research. Wait. I know. Nara, can you go in our place? I want you to raise one of those Pokemon contained in these balls. You'll be that Pokemon's first trainer, Nara. Go on, pick one. We're going to quickly determine, and our train ID is a 7. Let me quickly fact check this. The last number of a trainer ID, as you can see up there, is a 7, which I think is the fire starter. Let me quickly double check this with my current setup. Here you go. 7 through 9. Yes, that is the fire starter. We actually took the good card on this one. In all of my test runs, I always got the water starter. So we'll take Cyndaquil, the fire Pokemon. Yes. I think that's a great Pokemon too. What are we going to name Cyndaquil, by the way? Do we have a naming scheme? Is the emulation fucking up kinda? I think it does. You know what? We're going with Rex. Like a scheme of what kind of characters we name after each Pokemon, you know? I just chose Rex because Xenoblade 2 popped in my head. So we can call our Pokemon Xenoblade 2 characters. Mr. Pokemon moves a little bit. What the fuck is going on with the Pokelink? I have no idea why at this stage this keeps fucking up. Why does it show us? It doesn't matter. Mr. Pokemon lives a little beyond Cherry Grove, the next city over. It's almost a direct route there, so you can't miss it. But just in case, here's my phone number. Call me if anything comes up. You know what? This happened during testing as well, but it got away after a bit. If your Pokemon is hurt, you should heal it with this machine. Feel free to use it anytime. Nara, I'm counting on you. Nara, I want you to have this for your errand. Thanks for the potion, dude. There are only 2 of us, so we're always busy. There we go, it updated. I don't know, this happened during testing as well. It just threw a bunch of random Pokemon into my squad. For whatever reason. I don't know why that keeps happening. So let's see what we have. We're obviously going to go into the options. Text speak fast. Battle scene on. Battle style set. We're going to go for set, sound, mono. Okay. I have no idea how hard this game is to Nuzlocke, by the way. Okay, by the way, the challenge officially starts once we get Pokeballs. So, officially the challenge hasn't started yet. I usually don't put the rule into my rule set. But I just do it that way, because obviously before we have Pokeballs, there's actually very little we can do to remedy. I'm not going to try to get my Cyndaquil killed for now. But yeah, there's not too much you can do before you get Pokeballs, right? So this is the famous Elm Pokemon Lab. What are you staring at? Fuck you. Oh, your Pokemon is adorable. I wish I had one. Well. Also, we should go visit our mom. Good evening, Nara. I'm visiting. Nara, have you heard? My daughter is adamant about becoming Professor Elm's assistant. She really loves Pokemon. So, what was Professor Elm's errand? That does sound challenging, but you should be proud that people rely on you. Okay, Mom. Jeez, I'm going on an adventure without you. Oh, God. By the way, I think this controller has quite a bit of input lag associated with it. It's a Bluetooth controller. It's the best thing that I could find at such a short notice. Pokemon hiding in the grass. Who knows when they'll pop out? Sure. But yeah, the challenge hasn't officially started yet, by the way. So we are not obligated to catch anything yet. Also, I'm going to speed up random encounter that we don't care about very much, you know? Like, there's some random encounters that I'll eventually just speed up. Because Pokemon is really bad about random encounters sometimes. It's a berry. Honestly, most Nuzlocks I've ever seen of this game are usually Soul Silver and Heart Gold Nuzlocks. So the remakes of this generation. Thanks, dude. Cherry Grove City. Also, it gives me a new way to look at everything. You're a rookie trainer, aren't you? I can tell. That's okay. Everyone is a rookie at some point. If you'd like, I can teach you a few. Sure, old man. We already know this. Yeah, it's a Pokemon Center. That is a Pokemon Mart. Yes, we already know that. Route 30 is this way. Trainers will be battling their prized Pokemon here. This is the sea. As you can see, some Pokemon are found only in water. Here, it's my house. Thanks for your company. Let me give you a small gift. And we get the map card. But yeah, it's not going to be that useful. Just for routing purposes sometimes. Thanks. Oh god. I can't catch lots of Pokemon, dude. I literally can't. You're trying to see how good you are as a trainer. You better visit the Pokemon gyms all over Johto and collect badges. By the way, there's a few tough fights going on here. We are going to be in quite a few tough battles in this game. Because honestly, people complain a lot about some gym trainers, like Whitney's Miltank. But now add that onto you're not allowed to lose your Pokemon, right? And your Pokemon actually die if they faint. So yeah, Witness Miltank is going to be an absolute monster, and we need to think up a strategy to deal with that thing beforehand, you know? That's why I like Hardcore Nuzlocke, because it makes you think about certain trainers and their Pokemon, you know, and how to deal with them, you know. Hello, you must be Nara. Professor Elm said that you would visit. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. Yay, we got the mystery egg. I know a couple who run a Pokemon daycare service. They gave me that egg. I was intrigued, so I sent mail to Professor Elm. For Pokemon evolution, Professor Elm is the authority. Even Professor Oak recognizes that. If my assumption is correct, Professor Elm will know it. Aha, so you're Nara. I'm Oak, a Pokemon researcher. I was just visiting my old friend, Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon? Let's see. I see. I understand why Professor Elm gave you a Pokemon for this errand. To researchers like Professor Elm and I, Pokemon are friends. He saw that you would treat your Pokemon with love and care. Ah, you seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? See, this is the latest version of the Pokédex. Thanks Professor Oak. Here we go. You're returning to Professor Elm. Here, your Pokemon should have some rest. We did not a lot of fighting yet. I'm depending on you. By the way, if this takes off and it actually is interesting and good, and I like it, we'll be doing similar things for the next generations. Like probably Pokemon Emeralds and Platinum. For Gen 3 and 4. Honestly, Gen 3 is my favorite, so yeah. I'm definitely going to do a Gen 3 one at some point. Hello? Nara? This is a disaster. It's just terrible. What should I do? Oh no, please get back here now. God damn it. Mr. Pokemon's house. It's a poison cure berry. By the way this Nuzlocke already works is we already need to think about the first gym, right? So our associated level is level 9. The max level we are allowed to be, but that means his Pidgeotto is also level 9. Falkner's Pidgeotto is also level 9. So we need something to deal with it, you know? We can't just waltz into that and willy-nilly, you know? You get a Pokemon at the lab. What a waste to a wimp like you. Don't you get what I'm saying? Well, I too have a good Pokemon. I'll show you what I mean. And that aspect, that planning aspect beforehand, kind of makes it interesting. Because you usually don't do that with Pokemon games, because every time you go into a... Thanks for missing your scratch, by the way, dude. Every time you go into a gym in a normal Pokemon game, you can just redo it, you know? So yeah, that uses up the berry that we got. Are we even going to win this, is my problem here. That literally does no damage. Oh, that was a crit. That actually probably mattered. Yeah, I think that crit mattered. And smoke screen. And it makes like moves like status moves like smoke screen, sleep powder, and all of that. All the better, you know. Huh. Are you happy you won? My name's question mark. I'm going to be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. Okay, let's go to the Pokemon Center and heal up. The run is going to start soon. We're soon going to be back and getting Pokeballs. That was actually relatively close. I could have grinded my Pokemon up a bit. See those ledges? It's scary to jump. Yeah, okay. I swear to God, this controller is going to screw me over, at least at one point, with this input lag. And I'm going to curse its existence. I heard a Pokemon was stolen here. I was just getting some information from Professor Elm. Apparently it was a young male with long red hair. What? You battled that trainer like this? Did you happen to get his name? You know what? To be in theme. What do we name him? I want to name him something that is like pathetic. Not cool. In terms of Xenoblade, who's the most pathetic person in Xenoblade? You know what? Let's do a Xenoblade theme. Let's name him Tora. So Tora was his name. Thank you for helping my investigation. Who's the most pathetic person in Xenoblade? It's probably Tora. Nara, this is terrible. Oh yes, what was Mr. Pokemon's big discovery? Nara handed the mystery egg to Professor. This? But is it a Pokemon egg? If it is a great discovery. What? Professor Oak gave you a Pokedex? Nara, is that true? That's incredible. He's superb at seeing the potential of people as trainers. Well, Nara, you may have what it takes to become the champion. You seem to be getting on great with Pokemon too. You should take the Pokemon Gym Challenge. The closest gym would be the one in Violet City. Nara, the road to the championship will be a long one. Before you leave, make sure that you talk to your mom. Nara, use these on your Pokédex quest. And we got Pokeballs. To add to your Pokédex, you have to catch Pokemon. Throw Pokeballs at wild Pokemon to get them. Okay. Will do, will do. So yeah, this is where the challenge really starts. Wow, that's a cute Pokemon. Where do you get it? So you're leaving on an adventure. Okay, I'll help too. But what can I do for you? I know I'll save money for you. On a long journey, money is important. Do you want me to save your money? I think in this game it doesn't matter. No. Be careful. Pokemon are your friends. You need to work as a team. Now go on. In Heart Gold Soul Silver, actually saving money here is the right choice. Because if you save enough money, your mom is going to buy you some items that are actually really good for your run. In the long run. By the way, this run ends at red, not at lands. So we're basically doing double the length. We're going to do the Kanto gym leaders as well, you know? And we're going to battle red at the end. I've seen you a couple of times. How many Pokemon have you caught? Would you like me to show you how to catch Pokemon? By the way, the only Pokemon tutorial you can actually say no to in Pokemon. Anyway, if you want to catch Pokemon, you have to walk a lot. So yeah, I'm going to give Rex another berry. Like in all of Pokemon, this is the only ever catching tutorial you can actually say no to. Isn't that incredible? What's our encounter going to be? What's our encounter going to be? Is it Rattata? Rattata. Normally you don't have to use a tackle here to catch it, but sometimes it can be a little bit iffy. I'm not going to take prisoners here. Fuck you too, Rattata. Thing is, I'm not going to risk it. Can already think of a name. Who's a rat in Xenoblade? And welcome to the team, Rattata. This Pokemon's impressive vitality allows it to live anywhere. It also multiplies very quickly. Give a nickname. Yes, who's a rat? I have one. Welcome to the team, Dixon. Dixon is a fucking rat. I know this is going to be funny. I think the naming scheme is going to be funny. But yeah, welcome to the Team Dixon. Rattata is actually the good encounter here. Even though I like Hoot Hoot a lot, Rattata is actually a very good encounter. Because then we have the duplicates clause in the future. And there's a lot of routes where there's Rattata. Like where you can catch Rattata. While Rex actually does not do a lot of damage. But yeah, there's a lot of routes in the future where you can catch Rattata, and that removes it, basically, by using the duplicates clause from a pool of potential Pokemon in the future. Which is a good thing. Also, Rattata is a really good starting Pokemon if you've never indulged in Rattata. It's a very good early Pokemon to get. It's decently strong as well. I'm going to try to level up my Cyndaquil to at least level 7. But yeah. I'm going to speed this up in the future. There we go, level 7. But yeah, we are not allowed to level that much further, honestly. It's kind of scary, a bit. You know what? I hate speed up. I hate using speed up a lot because through speed up there can be so many things that just go wrong, honestly. And you don't even know it. And your Pokemon can faint and die without you knowing the better of it, right? Yeah, it's the speed up audio. It's kind of ear rape. I don't know what to do when I do speed up. What is going on? What is going on with my internet today? Everything alright? It is still choppy, right? Hello? Let me wave at the camera real quick. Okay, it works. It is a little bit choppy. I don't know what it is. Today my internet kind of sucks. Maybe it's the emulation going on. Maybe I'll have to change it. Because currently I'm running the emulation of the game on my same PC that I have here, but I can't do it any differently. Like I have to have my OBS and my emulation on the same PC. Maybe that's what's causing the interference. I don't know. It's kind of weird, you know? I hope this doesn't happen again. So yeah, we're basically going to buy 16 Pokeballs. I'm going to look at the frames a little bit more today, honestly. If not, I can upload a VOD that is I'm basically recording the same footage, by the way. So I could I could replace the VOD with the current thing. Okay. But yeah, this is basically a route as well. A Route 46. You have early access to this route and you can get a Pokemon here. So yeah. Please, for the love of God. God damn it, what's going on today? It's not even that taxing on my CPU. I think it has to do something with my internet, right? Okay, I'm going to continue. This Rattata is Dupe's Claws. Please, for the love of God, give me something good. There we go. A wild Geodude. Why we only get level 2 Pokemon? This is basically the best encounter I can get here. Geodude is very, very good in this Nuzlocke. In every Nuzlocke, actually. Geodude is a very, very solid Pokemon. That's why I got more Pokeballs, by the way, for the off chance that we can't catch Geodude. We could have gotten unlucky and gotten a Hoothoot here as well. But yeah, Geodude is absolutely the best encounter that we could have. And we caught a Geodude. Nice. Proud of their sturdy bodies, they bash against each other in a contest to prove who's harder. Who's a rock in Xenoblade? A female rock. The audio is kind of weird on this screen, I have to say. I don't remember. What's that one blade called in Xenoblade 2? Let me look up something real quick. She was just called Nim, right? I think that's what she was called. The one with the 2 snakes. I think it was snakes. That's okay. We welcome Geodude to the party. Honestly, this run has been so far blessed with a lot of luck. The only unlucky thing is the only unlucky thing so far is that our Pokemon are level 2. Like, that's a problem, right? Like, Dixon and Nim are level 2. That's very low. I don't know. Like, Dixon and Nim need a little bit of help, right? Okay. At least to level 5, I think. And it's laggy again. I have no idea what's going on with my internet today, guys. I think I'm going to replace the VOD with the recording of this. What is going on? I don't know, something doesn't seem right today with my internet. We're still streaming at 8K, but it just... I don't get it. I really don't get it. So I'm going to level Nim and Dixon manually for now. You know what? I think Nim can actually take this. I'm not going to risk it. That was a little bit too many tail whips for me. It's still choppy, right? On your end? I mean, I couldn't have named this episode better. A sloppy start. Tackle through it. Wow. This is riveting gameplay. But yeah, I can't actually get my rare candies in when the game is running. I would have gotten. God, it's still bugging. Holy shit, what's going on? My connection is so bad today. But it still says 8 kilobytes per second. But my CPU is chilling at 20%. So it's not that, really, I think. Right? Did I forget to make a sacrifice to the internet demons today? Or whatever? Maybe it's the speed up that does this? Okay. Should have made my daily sacrifice to the internet demons, right? Oh my god. I should have known better. Let me quickly run a speed test. Sometimes that helps. Actually, it shouldn't be too bad. I've got 67 Mbits download and 34 Mbits upload. It should be enough to stream, actually. It is not the promised 100k in download that I'm promised by my ISP, but still. I don't know what they're doing today. I really don't want to end the stream though. Because if I have to replug my internet connection and my router and everything, I would have to end the stream. Which that doesn't work on YouTube. I would have to make a second one and then stream that. Okay, by the way, let me quickly track our progress. We have Cyndaquil, nickname Rex. We got on Route 29, we got a Rattata, nickname Dixon, and on Route... Interesting that Route 46 is so far into it. We found a Geodude with the nickname Nim. Okay. And we captured this and this as well. Good. Yeah, it's just to keep track of which routes we already had encounters on. So I don't accidentally catch a second encounter in a different route, you know? sorry, we'll have to get through this if it's a little bit choppy. I'm sorry. I'm recording this on the side, locally, so there should be a non-choppy version in the future. So, Route 30. Route 30. I'm going to put Nim in front. We have a new encounter on Route 30. And it is a Hoot. Yeah, it tells me it's calm right now. So far. Let's hope for the best. This actually puts Hoot into a range. We need to be really careful about these encounters. We actually want to catch them, and there's a chance we could crit some of them. That was newly added to the Pokédex, and if we crit an encounter and it dies, it's gone. We don't have another encounter on that route. It begins to hoot at the same time every day. Some trainers use them in place of clocks. Interesting. We're going to call... You know... fitting to call it Rock. Oh, we could have gotten a Polybag as well. Sorry. Didn't mean to. Let's right past this one. So yeah, Route 30 blessed us with a Hoot. Everyone's having fun battling. You should too. Sure. We have to, by the way, get all of these trainers. I'm just lost, so I'm trying to find more Pokemon. Wait, you look weak. Come on, let's battle. As if that's a justification for battling. Youngster Joey. Look, it's Youngster Joey with his super cool Rattata. And this is, by the way, the meme guy that is used. The meme about the top percentage of Rattatas. That is the guy. Youngster Joey. He's from this game. Nim, please. Oh my god. I don't think it's a speed up because it's happening again right now, and I'm not speeding. We don't want to over level, by the way. Level 9 is a very, very low, Level 9 is a very, very low level cap. You're a Pokemon trainer, right? Then you have to battle. Youngster Mikey. But yeah, Geodude, super good in the first 2 gyms in this game. That's why getting Geodude is like a really, really, really good thing for any Nuzlocke in this game. Because, you know, against bird Pokemon, obviously, rock-type Pokemon are super effective. And the second gym is a bug-type Pokemon gym, which is also really good against. That's why a lot of people prefer Geodude. And we really have to stop leveling at level 9. Oh my god. That's strange. I won before. I mean, just because you won before doesn't mean you'll win all the time, right? Time for Dixon. To switch up top. Right? We'll also have to train Rock. I'm not a trainer, but if you look one in the eyes, prepare to battle. Instead of a bug Pokemon, I found a trainer. It's still somewhat happening. By the way, I don't know what it is. It's probably just my internet today. I have no idea. But yeah, we're not going to speed up a lot in this game, by the way. Most of the time, we're going to play on regular speed. Because we have rare candies and we can't just not grind. It's just that I can't get rare candies right now. You know? Okay, does 2. That's not even a range. But yeah, we need to be super vigilant about every trainer, by the way, in this. If we are not, those random trainers sometimes can get the better of you. Okay, this is already part of Route 31, isn't it? This patch of grass here. So this is our encounter for this route, and we get a Bellsprout. Oh my god, fuck! Please clear Rex. Please? Oh my god. That actually hurt. More than I thought it would. If that was a crit, we could have said goodbye to Dixon at this point. There we go. Got a Bellsprout. If it notices anything that moves, it immediately flings its vines at the object. We've seen that, yes. What are we going to call Bellsprout? Grass. Nature. It's a male one too. I'm struggling with names today. You know what? Fuck it. You're going to be Noah. By the way, let's get Dixon away from the front, please. Dark Cave. If Pokemon could light it up, I'd explore it. Get at least a potion. So yeah, that was our encounter for the route. Actually, Bellsprout is not a bad encounter. Even though Bellsprout is not that big a Pokemon, that good a Pokemon. But you could actually trade it for an Onix. If you wanted to. I'm up too far today looking for Pokemon. My feet hurt and I'm sleepy. If I were a wild Pokemon, I'd be easy to catch. Yeah. It's a bitter berry. But yeah, by the way, outside of battle, we are able to use potions. So I'm probably not Dixon here because he actually needs a few battles. And we need to defeat those trainers. Got a bunch of Pokemon, let me battle with you. Bug catcher Wade. I think he has a bunch of Caterpies and stuff. Should be easy enough, right? I've always enjoyed Gen 2, honestly. Gen 2 was always was one of my favorites. Even though now that I'm a little bit older, I think the level curve in Gen 2 is kind of weird. I have to say. Kind of has a shitty level curve because of the way it's set up. There's the Weedle. The good thing is we don't have abilities yet, so we don't have to worry about Poison Point or anything. That's a good thing. Good job, Dixon. Okay. I think we are fine so far. Our team looks pretty decent, honestly. I found a good Pokemon in Dark Cave. I'm going to raise it to take on Fagner. He's a legendary. He's a leader of. God damn it. Did you visit Sprout Tower? No, I didn't, but we have to. I've always enjoyed the atmosphere in this game. I have to say. It was around 3 years ago. Team Rocket was up to no good with Pokemon, but justice prevailed. A young kid broke them up. What? Pokemon are smart, they want to buy a trainer they don't respect. Without the right gym badges, they will just do as they please. A guy named Bill made the Pokemon PC storage system. And we know that guy. But yeah, since we got the Geodude, I'm going to keep Bellsprout around. Pokemon you get in a trade grows quickly, but if you don't have the gym badge, they may disobey you. But if you fail to get Geodude and you get a Bellsprout outside, collect Pokemon there with Bellsprout, want to trade for my Onix, you can get a free Onix here. It's allowed in a Nuzlocke. Trade Pokemon are allowed, you know. You just have to mark it down as a Pokemon for that route, you know. Hey, you're a Pokemon trainer. If you beat the gym leader here, you'll be ready for prime time. I guess so. And there's 2 more Pokemon we can catch, I think, before the gym leader. Like, we have 2 more encounters, I think. One is down here in Dark Cave. Where we can't see anything. But we can get an encounter. They're actually throwing a lot of Pokemon early at you, I have to say. And yeah, you can get a Geodude here as well, you know. So if you fail to get a Geodude earlier, you can get one here as well. The second one is Zubat. Oh god, this is frail. This is going to die, isn't it? Oh god. Thank god Dixon didn't crit it. Okay, so yeah, you can get a Zubat very early. Actually, ever since you got Crobat, Crobat is actually a decent Pokemon to raise in this game, or in general. During the day, it gathers with others and hangs from the ceilings of old buildings and caves. Yes, who's a blood-sucking leech? A male one at that. You know what? I'm going to be mean. Now we're just going into Xenoblade 3. Oh, yeah, it's a male one. There we go. Sorry, Yoran. But Yoran's death never really hit that much for me. I have to say, I'm sorry. Maybe it would have hit me more in Xenoblade 3 if they stopped spamming that death scene. Like, there's a lot of critiques I would give Xenoblade 3, honestly. And just repeating that death scene so many times with Yoran was actually a huge mistake, in my opinion. But that's okay. Okay. Now we have a full team. How many Pokeballs do we have left? 15. And we have to climb Bellsprout Tower. See the pillar shaking? People are training upstairs. A Bellsprout over 100 feet tall. People say that it became the center pillar here. I've always enjoyed this. Sprout Tower was built long ago. It's a place for Pokemon training. Only if you reach the top will you obtain an HM. But yeah, we have to do Bellsprout Tower, by the way, in this challenge run. However hard we battle, the tower will stand strong. By the way, I'm thinking of going on a break real quick, and during the break of getting my rare candies, so that I don't have to speed up the leveling process again. Dixon, come on. Oh, this is good. 5. I'm going to survive another Wine Whip. You know what? We're going to survive another Vine Whip still. And quick attack. Quick attack. Okay. The thing is, yeah, I don't want to risk the crit here. So I'm going to probably go over to Rock, maybe. He's definitely... I think Bellsprout at that level only knows Vine Whip. So the flying type should do a lot of heavy lifting here. But yeah, don't worry. We'll have to sacrifice Pokemon soon. I have a feeling. Maybe not the first 2 gyms, but definitely the third, I feel like. Okay, let's have Nim in the forefront for now. Because we can get a new encounter here, believe it or not. Let's hope it's a good one. I'm pretty sure you can get an encounter here. There we go. Thanks, Rattata. This is why I wanted Nim in the first slot. There we go. That's our encounter. A female Ghastly. Okay. The thing is, I can't really do anything against it. So we'll have to just chuck walls. Yes, that's what I've been searching for. You can get a Ghastly early on in this generation. And while it's not as good as it is in future generations, because Ghost type is straight up physical in this generation still. There we go. What do we call Ghastly? Oh my god. It wraps its opponents in gas-like body, slowly weakening its prey by poisoning it through the skin. Yes. Let's see. Let me quickly check. I think her name was Asami, right? The dark type blade. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to leave Bellsprout Tower for now. And we're going to restock. Let's go to the Pokemon Center real quick. Okay, this controller went out. Hopefully that isn't a sign to come that the battery on the controller is actually low. There we go. But yeah, then I'm going to take a short break. Well, kind of short. But yeah, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to save. And when we return, I'll rare candies with me. So yeah, see ya after break. Alright guys, that took me a little bit longer than I anticipated, and also my controller stopped working for whatever reason. I'll have to see to it that I get a different controller set up to my PC in the future. We're going to play with keyboard for now, and yeah, doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I better give you my new window. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Desktop audio can go back. Here we go. We're back. So yeah, let's bolt to our PC real quick while we're at it, and let's look into our own PC because we have 99 rare candies with us. So let's take at least 30 out. So yeah, here we go. Sorry. I need to figure this out again because I don't know the keys anymore. But yeah, let's look through a team real quick. So yeah, we have Nim at level 7. We have Rex at level 8. We have Dixon at level 7, that's okay. Rock at level 4, needs a little bit of training. Noah at level 5, and Joran at level 2. I also forgot really quick to track the rest of the encounters we got. So we got Route 30. We got Hoot. Nickname Rock, right? And Route 31 we got a Bellsprout. Nickname Noah. And we caught it. In Dark Cave we got Zubat named Yoren. And in Sprout Tower we got a Ghastly named, what was it? Yeah, okay. So yeah, that was the encounters we got so far. We don't have any encounters for Newbuck and Cherry Grove. We can get encounters in cities as well, by the way. But yeah, that's the encounters we got. And god damn it. Let's quickly go to the PC. Because we're going to deposit Noah immediately. Not really good at level 5, and it doesn't have a lot of utility early on, sadly. Because we are going to fight a lot of birds. We're going to withdraw Asami, though. I also needed to look at Falkner's moveset. Okay, it does have Gust. That is not great. Okay. But yeah, Ghastly is not really good against Falkner, I have to say. What was the button again? Here we go. But it is better than nothing. First off, let's focus on getting Rock and Yoren back up to team level. Right? The good thing is, we don't have to train the early levels here, you know? We absolutely do not have to train the early levels, which is really, really good for us. But yeah. let me quickly... This is honestly the shittiest stream I've ever done. This is so unprepared, it's actually incredible. Like, so many things have gone wrong. No. I actually want to buy one more potion, because we might need it. So many things have gone wrong today, it's actually incredible in my opinion. But yeah. I'm going to be prepared better. An old tree is blocking the way to Goldenrod City. It's preventing me from shopping. Something should be done about it. Well, hey! I was going to snap that tree with my straight-on punch, but I couldn't. I'm a failure. I don't think this is an... Is this its own route? This is Route 36. That's way out of our league, I think. Okay. But yeah, we have to do Bellsprout Tower before the gym. So let's finish up Bellsprout Tower and then we might encounter our first high-stakes situation with the gym. You know? Paralyze heal, I'll take it. I want to set rock at the... I want to set rock at the top of the food chain for now. A lot of those Bellsprouts will not be able to do anything against flying types. So either Rock or Zubat are basically our go-to Pokemon. I want to save Nim for later because they're awesome bird-type Pokemon we can fight here. You know? And Nim is really good against bird-type Pokemon. So yeah. Let's do it. But yeah, this literally does nothing. But yeah, the good thing is we don't have to play with speed up anymore. That's also a really good thing that the rare candies guarantee, you know? That you just have to stop playing with speed up, which is something that I really like. We have a very limited moveset, by the way, in these early stages. Rockland Foresight. Not going to do us any good, I feel like. Honestly, I'm going to bend the rules if I have to. If this overlevels me, I might bend the rules a bit. I don't know yet. I'm going to try to not overlevel. That's my point, you know. But if I'm in danger of overleveling, I might go to the gym a little bit early. But not at any point, just that point, you know. I'm going to do this. We'll have to come back for those trainers then. But yeah. Sway like the leaves in the wind. These people all have Bellsprout. By the way, the Pokemon selection is not really that great in this game. Only 250. A lot of them are Kanto Pokemon. Which is why I want a fresh start once we get to Kanto. The thing is, they put a lot of Kanto Pokemon into Johto for whatever reason. I don't fully understand the reasoning here. But yeah, a lot of really good Johto Pokemon you can only catch when you get to Kanto for whatever reason. And some of them are my favorites. But yeah, since our team coming from Lands is going to be over-leveled anyway. Like after we beat Lands, we are going to be over-leveled because the level cap is going to go down again. I want to kind of reset a bit, you know, and leave the party members who went with me through Lands behind. And get a few new party members in Kanto in the second half, you know? If I can. I don't know why they did it like this, honestly. Like, it would have been so cool to get a Houndoom earlier, you know? Or a Larvitar or something, but they kind of screwed everything up in that regard, in my opinion. I tried to find a Lightning in Pokemon. Sage Jin. How very fitting. It's a level 6 Bellsprout. Thing is, we need a strategy for the gym leader. Ah, that was a crit that hurt actually, like a truck. I don't think I can leave Rock in, although it only did 4 damage. But yeah, I'll have to think of something against this Pidgeotto, because this Pidgeotto could tear us to shreds if we're not careful. Okay, Rock needs to switch actually. With Nim, maybe. That Pidgeotto could tear us to shreds. And I kinda don't wanna see that, if I can. Okay, here we go, Bellsprout. That was a miscalculation on my part. Let's get Joran in here. He is 1 level weaker, but he should be able to do it. Oh god, that literally does nothing. Oh my god, this is going to be the most boring fight ever. I'm going to speed this up because this is going to be the most boring fight you could ever have. There we go. Okay, this guy. Let me see how much you trust your Pokemon. You can see that. That's going to be a toughie. Wait, he also starts off with a Bellsprout. I thought he started off with a Hoothoot. God damn it. Yoran is a safe choice here, I have to say. Even though I'll have to speed it up. Oh, we're getting into struggle, huh? Yeah, we're going into struggle tactics. Because Yoran actually has no PP left. Let's see if we can struggle with the Bellsprout to death. Not quite. I think that puts Yoran out of range, which I don't want him to be. Let's put in Azami. What? Fuck. Yeah, it did heighten its special attack during all of this. Okay, we can easily tackle this with it to death, I think. Honestly, the beginning of such a Nuzlocke is always tough because it's pretty difficult to get a high-level play off, you know? Ouch. Yeah, that's not great. Let's switch to Nim. She can take the tackle. This is going to be a tough Fatma fight, I have to say. Very tough. You're indeed skilled as a trainer. As promised, here is your HM. But let me say this, you should treat your Pokémon better. The way you battle is far too harsh. Pokémon are not tools of war. Huh. He claims to be the elder, but he's weak. It stands to reason. I'd never lose to fools who babble about being nice to Pokémon. I only care about strong Pokémon that can win. I really couldn't care less about weak Pokémon. Tora used the escape rope. He's a dick. Good that I got the chance to remedy the situation because I actually wanted to heal up Rex for this one. And maybe Rock as well, you know. Wow, thanks for that random encounter that I didn't need. So good of you to come here. Sprout Tower is a place of training. People in Pokémon test their bonds to build a bright future together. I'm the final test. Allow me to check the ties between your Pokémon and you. Sage Lee wants to battle. I always think they lead with Hoot Hoot. I always think they lead with Hoot Hoot. Always. Let's switch over to Rex. He's going to do this. There we go. Why is the enemy critting so much? It drives me up the walls. Okay, Rex, you got this. Oh my god, Rex. Seriously? There we go. Nim is already level 9. And Rex is also level 9. This is actually stronger than Falconer's Pokemon. I'm going to switch to Nim for the time being. Wow, that Hoothoot is strong. There we go. Why am I missing so much? It's getting quite annoying, honestly, at this stage. Thing is, I want to divide up the last bit of experience here, so that we don't overlevel with Nim. So yeah, I'm going to wear this Hoothoot down to a sliver of health. And then I actually have a plan. There we go. So I have a plan. We're going to pivot to Azami, because she's not going to get hit by a tackle. Right. And then I can assume he's going to use Foresight to catch Asami. So I'm going to send in Dixon. Going to use, okay, Growl or Foresight. I really thought he was going to use Foresight. But yeah, and Dixon's going to quick attack it to finish it off. There you go. All 3 Pokemon get experience. So yeah, Dixon's going to quick attack it. This is the kind of plays you have to do, right? My God! The crits are unreal. I'm going back to Rock. But yeah, these are the kind of plays you need to anticipate. Rock, please. In order to survive a hardcore Nuzlocke. That's why ghost type Pokemon are really good. Because if you can be sure that a normal type move is coming, you can switch in a ghost type Pokemon to gain momentum, you know? Like this. That's what speedrunners call gain momentum. Right? I'm going to try to gain a lot more Nuzlocke, hardcore Nuzlocke lingo in the future. Excellent. You and your Pokemon should have no problem using this move. Take this Flash HM. That's actually huge. Flash illuminates even the darkest of all places, but to use it out of battle, you need the badge from Violet City's gym. So yeah, we've done pretty good so far, I feel like. It's going to get different with Falconer's gym, I have a feeling. Falconer's gym is going to challenge us quite a bit. you know? I have seen that Pidgeotto and what moves it has, and it doesn't spell good for us. That Pidgeotto is actually quite mean. Okay, Rattata. Screen. Probably shouldn't happen. But yeah, this is going to be a tough one. Okay. I don't know why it's daylight now. Okay, we have to prepare. Can I get a few more potions, please? Four potions should be enough for now. But yeah, we need to prepare. Let's see what our Pokemon have. We have them. Tackle and Defense Call. Level 9. Leer and Smokescreen. Leer is probably going to be our... Tail Whip and Leer are going to be probably be our best friends. Or Growl. By the way, it doesn't really matter at this point. The problem is, this Pidgeotto has Mud Slap. I'm going to give the berry, by the way, to Nim. She needs to survive the longest. Let's bring everyone up to level 9. Maybe there's something... There's a move we learn. Bites. I'm thinking about going rock immediately into a Growl. Maybe. The level cap is level 9. So we're bringing everyone up to level 9. It doesn't show us what it does. I don't remember what Spite does. Zubat. Thing is, Asami won't do anything. Hypnosis would be a strong move. We don't have any rock type moves. And the only other Pokemon is Bellsprout, and Bellsprout won't survive a single second in this gym. We could go for Supersonic. Try to confuse stall it. The problem is we only have Tackle and Defense Curl on no rock type moves. other items, really. Okay, this is where the run could end already. We have to do all trainers before Falkner, by the way. We have to do them. Birdkeeper Abe. Spearow. That's also level 9. That does 7 damage. That's a lot. Okay, Rock is not dead to that pack. But could be to the next one. We'll have to switch. Dixon's going to get picked up by this. Swear to God. Rex is definitely going to survive another pack. There we go. Close, close. So yeah, we'll have to play correctly. There's so much stuff we have to worry about right now. Keyword is guts. Those here are training night and day to become bird masters. Come on. Yeah, this is going to be a tough fight against Falkner, I have to say. Honestly, the best option would be that Pidgey probably can't do a lot against us. But yeah, the best option would be finishing his first Pokemon off with Rex to get a smoke screen in, or at least a few smoke screens in. And then finish off the rest with thanks for this sig. And then finish off the rest with Nim. That's my current strategy. By the way, Pokemon are allowed to level over the level cap on the level cap fight or on the boss trainer fight. That's something that I want to mention. Like, it's not like a Pokemon gets level 10 at Falkner and then it suddenly isn't allowed to participate anymore. That's not happening. The level cap is always set to a point where you aren't allowed to level over his biggest Pokemon. Okay. What are we doing? I've never played a Nuzlocke before. This is actually quite intense. I'm putting Dixon up front. And then I'm switching him out because I want to have the kill on Rex. Pokemon's wings with a jolt of electricity. I won't allow such insults to bird Pokemon. I'll show you the real power of the magnificent bird Pokemon. this is intense. Leader Falconer wants to battle. That's his first Pokemon, his level 7 Pidgey. It's actually quite... It does 5 damage to Dixon. Please don't crit. That was a low roll, Dixon. Fuck. That wasn't as I planned it. You know what? Yeah, that gust is going to hit. I'm going to at least use one Tail Whip to bring its defense down. I think it does see a kill with all of its moves. Do we pivot to Nim? Yeah, we pivot to Nim. Predicting that gust. That's actually 2. Yeah, I saw that Mudslap coming. You know? But I will pivot back to Rock. Here we go. Predicting the Mudslap. And safely getting off a growl. Well, not safely, but... If I can get at least off 2 growls here. Should be fine, right? That was 6. Okay, I think I can get another in. I forgot. Fuck. I'm sorry, Rock. I forgot that criticals... I forgot that criticals... in this generation, criticals ignore stat changes. Fuck me. I'm sorry, Rock. But that gives us a safe switch into Rex. Rock did so good. Please don't crit. Please don't crit. So yeah, we're lowering its accuracy. And it still gets its hit off. God damn it. Okay, here we go. 3 times should be enough. Let's go back to Nim. There we go. What the fuck is wrong with this Pidgeotto? Gust isn't the guaranteed hit move, right? No, it's not. There we go. And we got it in the back. Holy fuck. That was tough. Probably made a few mistakes along the way. Darn, my dad's cherished bird Pokemon. Alright, take this. It's the official Pokemon League Zephyr badge. Zephyr badge raises the attack power of Pokemon. It also enables Pokemon to use Flash if they have it anytime. Here, take this too. By using a TM, a Pokemon will instantly learn a new move. Think before you act. A TM can only be used once. TM39 contains Mud Slap. It reduces the enemy accuracy while it causes damage. In other words, it's both defensive and offensive. There are Pokemon gyms in cities and towns ahead. You should test your skills at these gyms. I'm going to train harder to become the greatest bird master. And you do you, buddy. That was tough. I didn't mean to sacrifice Hoot Hoot. But yeah, it probably was the safest play there. Hello Nara, we discovered something about the egg. My assistant is at the Pokemon Center in Violet City. Could you talk to him? Move Pokemon. Where is he? Box 14 is our graveyard box. Goodbye, Hoot Hoot. Let's take Noah with us. Although, long time no see. Professor Elm asked me to find you. It's another favor to ask. Would you take the Pokemon egg? Sure. Okay, I'll have to make room for the egg. So Noah is going to sit in the box for a little bit longer. He's gone. He's gone and he won't return. Our first loss. Stings a bit deep, honestly, because I didn't expect the crits. And it probably was my fault for not expecting it. But yeah, I forgot that in this generation, critical hits ignore stat changes. You're the only person we can rely on. Please call Professor Elm when that egg hatches. We're going to take the egg with us. For a bit. Sad. We're going to level everyone to level 10. And then it's time for another encounter. We can only do our best going forward. But yeah, so far it's been intense. Hello, your trainer. Battled gym leader when you did. Sure. Oh la la! Very, very nice indeed. Fruit bearing. Now, these berries are going to become important in time. When we strategize. Ruins of Alf, east entrance. So yeah, studying the ruins. I see a scientist in the making. There are drawings and stone panels. I tried moving them. I wonder what they are. we're not going to explore the ruins of Alf yet. Because if we would, our first encounter here would be a missing node. And we actually don't want that. We don't want to get a missing node as our encounter in the ruins of Alf. Route 32, Violet City, Azalea Town. You have some good Pokemon there. It must be the training you gave them around Violet City. The training at the gym must have been especially helpful. As a souvenir of Violet City, take this. It increases the power of grass-type moves. But yeah, held items are going to be pretty busted, I feel like. Your experiences in Violet City should be useful for your journey. I never use held items a lot in my normal playthroughs. But yeah. That's a dupes. The next level cap, by the way, is going to be level 16. So yeah. Hello, Hoppip. That is not the encounter I was wishing for, to be honest. Is Rattata going to kill this thing? Hopefully not. Okay. Not the encounter I was looking for, but I'll take it. It can be carried away on even the gentlest breeze. It may even float all the way to the next town. What should we give this thing as a name? Is there a Xenoblade character? Is there a Xenoblade character that's kind of like this? You know, I think we're going to actually use Hoppip in the future. Why not give them Trails character's name as well? By the way, if you want to make suggestions, please feel free to do them in the chat. Whenever we get to name a Pokemon, I'm ready to take your suggestions. I don't know yet if we'll use Hoppip at all. But yeah. This also wasn't the encounter I was hoping for. So yeah, we're going to end the stream pretty soon, by the way. But yeah, it was a good first Nuzlocke stream. And the next gym is going to be the bug type gym. And the bug type gym is also going to be a tough one. The one thing we could have done, actually, to make this challenge even harder is limit us to the amount of Pokemon that the gym leader has. So we could have only used 2 Pokemon in Falkner's gym. That could have made this challenge even harder, but I didn't want to, really. I love a lot of these extra rules, honestly, because I really think it enhances the game quite a bit. You know what? Uh-huh, yeah, and you know, pardon battle, I'm on the phone. Alright, but make it fast. Technical Liz wants to battle. But yeah, for next time I'm going to make this a little bit more professional. I'm going to get a different controller set up and everything. Let's hope to make it better a little bit. Easier to set up and all of that. I think, yeah, this is where we're going to probably end it. I don't like playing games on emulator with my keyboard, really. Okay, I think this is where we're going to save. And yeah, that Faulkner fight could have gone so much worse, but it also could have gone so much better, honestly. But yeah, if I did go in, if I would have gone in to the fight without a plan, he would have completely annihilated me, I feel like. Because the tricky thing is, even though you have Geodude, he has Mud Slap, which is super effective against Geodude. So Geodude is not a win condition at any rate for this fight. So yeah, lots and lots of stuff. I'm going to close everything in the backgrounds, probably. But yeah, we can probably also enter everything that we've been through. This. Mark victory. Okay. But yeah. Yeah, it wasn't really laggy after the break. Maybe the internet recovered, or it really was the speed up. But yeah, but I have to mark. Can I Hoothoot as dead? Just a second. I need to actually. Well, yeah, we fought Silva. Yeah, he is defeated. And Hoothoot is dead. Rock the Hoothoot ready itself to beat a seemingly weak Pokémon as a strange aura began to emanate from the foe. What? You could actually enter catch level. I think it was level 2. And defeat level was 9. Faulkner. Pidgeotto. Wow. I think it was a gust. Yup, Hoothoot is officially dead. I'm sorry, Hoothoot. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll continue the run on Friday. I'm hoping with a lot of better frames, a lot of less laggy connection, and a lot of victories, maybe. Hopefully. But yeah, it hurts that we lost Hoot Hoot. But we actually found a Hoppip. So yeah. But yeah, we'll try to fight Bugsy next time in Azalea Town. Hopefully. Honestly, the tools that we have are actually pretty good. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, tomorrow we'll return to Trails in the Sky. I really, really, really want to return to Trails in the Sky. And I hope, you know, I really hope we will be able to do so. You know. And on Thursday, I promised you a Deltarune stream where we finish off chapter 2 and then we get into a few details, you know, and a little bit of lore of Deltarune before chapter 3 comes out next month. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more Pokemon content, please leave a like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. And I will see all of you tomorrow. Trilightning out.